There is a silent war being waged that is known to man. It is a war as vast as the internet and as timeless as infinity. It is the new ground between light and shadow, between morals and thieves, and it lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of public knowledge. This is a dimension of cybersecurity. It's an area we call the free Wi-Fi zone. You unlock this door through the key of a Wi-Fi connected device. Beyond it is another dimension, a dimension of entertainment, a dimension of knowledge. You're moving into a land of shadow and subterfuge, of data and information. You've just crossed into the free Wi-Fi zone.
Virtually all day-to-day web browsing is done through HTTPS and HTTP protocols. It's broadly recommended that you use HTTPS, but why is it better? First off, websites using HTTPS can send you something called a signed SSL certificate. That certificate contains a public key that matches with a private key. The public key changes the information that you send into an encrypted form, which is then decrypted using the private key. You may be thinking, why not just fake a key pair? But companies that manage SSL certificates sign each certificate they issue, and your browser is always checking and verifying the signature. This makes it so that a man-in-the-middle attack doesn't work if your information is encrypted before it gets to them. There are ways for them to get your information, but HTTPS eliminates many man-in-the-middle attacks like IP spoofing.
While HTTPS is pretty secure, it's not a perfect solution to public browsing. Your device is vulnerable to more than just having its traffic stolen. Hackers can use various methods, often stealing your cookies, to hijack your session completely. There's a lot of open source freeware available to do this exact thing, which means that you don't need anything fancy or any kind of computer skills to execute this kind of attack. That's why it's recommended that you avoid using your email, accessing your bank account, or checking credit cards while in public. You never know when someone is going to successfully execute one of these attacks and impersonate you to a website. It might be annoying if they get your Facebook password, but it might be life-changing if they get your bank information or credit card. But only using HTTPS isn't the end of the line. For the next level of security, you can use what's known as a VPN, that is to say a virtual private network. A VPN is a secure, encrypted connection to a remote network, often referred to as tunneling. It's called tunneling because it's like you're making a secret tunnel through the world of the internet that nobody else can see into. And through this tunnel, you pass data back and forth between yourself and the network without fear of anyone else being able to read your information. The remote network then acts on your behalf to browse the internet for you. On your end, it may seem like nothing at all is happening, but to a hacker, all they can see is your encrypted data coming and going from your computer. These tunnels are typically created with a key pair similar to HTTPS, except instead of only having a secure connection to one website at a time, this key pair encrypts all information leaving your computer, not just your web traffic. The way this works is that you and the network both have your own separate key pairs that you use to encrypt your data. You use your private key in conjunction with the VPN's public key to encrypt your data using a complicated mathematical formula. The network in turn uses its private key as well as your public key to send the data back to you. The only way the data can be decrypted is to use your private key. And then the only way the VPN can read the information you send to it is for the VPN to use its private key. Now, this all sounds fine and dandy, but as I said earlier, there's a lot of complicated math going on behind the scenes that I won't be going into. But suffice to say, if you use a reputable VPN service provider that uses the latest and most up-to-date encryption algorithms, your data will be safe even on the most exposed network.